Welcome to the road to success, and I am successful too. Here we talk about all things entrepreneurship. Okay, guys, please forgive me if I'm looking weird and I'm not looking into the camera lens, because I don't know, y'all. I'm just everywhere tonight. I don't know. I haven't recorded a video in so long. My lighting might be too bright. I don't know, but I just know I'm here and I'm showing up. Forget it. I'm showing up. Things will get better. It'll get better, okay? Who cares, okay? At this point, I gotta get these messages out to y'all. This is on my spirit. I gotta get these videos out. This is so important, y'all. So as you may know, I started making videos again in May of 2024 because I decided to go on my journey as a full-time entrepreneur. I decided I wanted to take you all on my journey so you can see my growth over time. And here we are now in October. We're in October, guys, and as you heard on one of my last videos, the struggle has been very, very real for me. Entrepreneurship has been stretching me so thin and pulling me. I'm gonna say God. I'm not gonna say it's entrepreneurship. It's been God, and I can appreciate that. I really can. I can appreciate that. I need that. Being pushed out of your comfort zone creates growth, and I can say that the growth I've been experiencing has been translated into every part of my life, guys. At this point, whoo, Lord, I feel and smell success so much to the point where, man, I can't give up. I may have stopped doing these YouTube videos, but when it comes to my actual business itself, I'm still here. So my business in particular was in the trucking industry. I was is freight dispatcher. I was also doing a freight agent thing just to kind of see if that was something I wanted to do. That didn't work out as much as I would like for it to. So I took a step back, decided to pivot, still in the trucking industry, but now I'm focusing on something that fits me a little bit more. And my dog makes his debut, so let me let him bark and I'll be right back.
She faced storms that would have made anyone else crumble. Life knocked her down more times than she could count. But every time she hit the ground, she found the strength to rise again. She never gave up, even when the odds were stacked against her. Even when her heart was heavy and her mind was tired. She kept going, kept believing, kept fighting. She knew that the journey wouldn't be easy, but giving up was never an option. Her strength wasn't in never falling. It was in her refusal to stay down.
Guys, it's so hard to have a in-house dog and try to record. Especially if you have a Chihuahua, because a Chihuahua barks at air. So, yeah, there's a lot of breaks. Let's just say that, okay? And here he is. He wants to make his debut. Hey, Brownie. That's his name, guys. His name is Brownie, and he wants to make his debut. All right. Make a long story short, guys. I'm sorry. I don't even really know where I left off. I was struggling, y'all. I was struggling. As if you see my last video, I decided that I wanted to, I was doing DoorDash at the same time, you know, as I was working on my businesses. And as you heard in my last video, DoorDash just wasn't DoorDashing. It wasn't paying well. And that's the only food app I had, so I couldn't multi-app. On top of that, it was taking time away from me working in my business and on my business because I had to still pay the bills. Which brings me to my next topic. So, make a long story short, guys, I did decide to go back to a 9-to-5, but I'm not working full-time. I'm only working part-time. Now, before I decided to do that, I did consult with God. I did talk to God. And I felt good about it. The way I know it was meant is because how it happened. I didn't go seeking out for a part-time job. It just kind of came to me as I prayed, because I remember just being so stressed out because I started to fall behind on bills, because I haven't started making money in my business as much as I would like to. So that's why I was still having to DoorDash, and DoorDash, like I said, just wasn't working for me where I was able to grow my business. Because as you see, DoorDash, as she said, she had to work like 12-14 hour days just to make XYZ amount, and that's a lot. You know, how can you work on your business if you're driving and you can't multitask? So my old job that laid me off, they ended up calling me back and wanted me to come in and work for them again, but as a full-time worker. This is how passionate I am about my business and how confident I am in knowing that my business and my success is here, and it's here to stay. I could not accept full-time. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I said to myself, I'd rather just struggle to pay the bills before I go back on somebody's clock all day. Because for me, it took away too much time in building my business working for somebody else. Because when I get off of work at a 9 to 5, I be too mentally exhausted with the type of work I do to work on a business, and I just wasn't having it. So I remember talking to, my boss now, and I told him, hey, I'll come work for you, but I have stipulations. I can only work part-time. I'm not willing to work no more than 4 to 5 hours a day. He rejected it at first because this job typically isn't structured for a part-time position. But I left it on the table. I said, if I can't do part-time, I don't want it. So went home, prayed about it some more. I think a couple of weeks went by. Next thing I know, I got a call back, and he was like, hey, do you still want to come work for me? I said, can I do part-time? He said, yeah. I said, well, let's do it. I'm gonna say this. I know I made the right decision in doing that, because with the way my schedule is structured now, I have so much time in the mornings up into the afternoon to work on my business, and that's when I have the most energy. So it's perfect. And then I go and I do work a job for someone else, but again, it's no more than 4 to 5 hours. I'm out of there. I still got the nighttime to work on my business even more, and then I got the weekends. Like I said, I do still do some DoorDashing on the weekend or whatnot, but eventually I'm gonna even be doing away with that. But I just feel so blessed to have this opportunity where God at least put this in my hands, where I can work part-time, pay my bills still, and still grow my business. I want to say this though, y'all. If you are a person like myself who decided to take a leap of faith, you're handling all the bills, you're the sole provider in the household, and you want to have a business, don't let bills hold you back. Don't let bills be the reason why your dreams don't come true, because it's easy for that to happen. I found myself stressing out about bills so much that I could not focus on the task at hand, and that was to have faith in the Lord, to trust Him as my provider, and just be willing to sacrifice whatever may happen. What you need to do, if you find yourself stressing out about bills while you're on your entrepreneurship journey, first of all, have faith, trust in the Lord to be your provider, but also don't have too much pride to ask for help. You just don't know like who and what help is out here readily available for you. You have so many places as well that's willing to help with, you know, light bill assistance, rent. You have, y'all, like I'm literally willing. At the time I was willing to go to like a food bank. I did a few times. They was giving away free food once a month. I did that. Absolutely. I'm not ashamed to say that, because that's how passionate I am about my journey. So yeah, if you got to go to a food bank, if you got to apply for like food assistance or whatever you need to do to keep you afloat, please do that. And then please be willing to sacrifice your lifestyle if entrepreneurship is something that you truly, truly, truly desire. For me, please believe working part-time does not allow me to shop as much as I want. It don't allow me, it don't afford any type of trips, nothing. Guess what? It's worth it. It's worth it, because I know if I wasn't able to have the time to work on my business, that would have bothered me a lot more than not having money to buy those new pair of shoes I want. So just get your priorities together. Be willing to make sacrifices. Decide what's most important for you. Is it making these little small sacrifices for the bigger picture in the long run, where you're going to be able to afford whatever you want? Or is it you getting to have those new J's that's going to get old and worn out, and you're not going to want anymore in couple more months? Heck, a lot of times when you wear an outfit, like, you only wear it once or twice and you're over it. I know I am. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that update. I'm now, you know, working a part-time job, but I'm still actively working on my business. I still have plenty of time to work on my business, and I have faith that I will be able to grow a lot quicker this way, because I'm not stressed about bills, and I'm working more in my business than when I didn't have this part-time job. Because again, when I didn't have this part-time job, I was driving DoorDash, and it was just, and mentally stressed out about bills. I was working, but I just didn't feel like I was moving. So at this point, y'all, just continue to pray for me. I'll continue to pray for you on your journey. If you are a full-time entrepreneur, share your story, share your experiences. Let us know how you are doing. If you have found success, please give me some tips. Please give me some tips, because I cannot wait for the day I can get on here and just be and just thrive in my business, and you know, just tell y'all how I was able to make $10,000 in 1 week doing this and that, and I can give you all the free game and all the steps on what you need to take. I look forward to that day so much, but right now I just have to be patient, and I have to go on the path that God has laid out for me, because it is for a reason. Everybody's story isn't the same. So please, as I said before in one of my previous videos, don't compare your journey to the next person. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos about entrepreneurship, quitting your 9-to-5 or whatever, let me know. Be sure you leave a comment and you like this channel, and most importantly, subscribe, and we'll talk later.